Welcome to 100 Nights of Taps, Gettysburg 2020, on this evening of June the 8th, 2020. My name is Wendy Allen, and I'm the Vice President of the Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania. The 100 Nights of Taps, Gettysburg 2020 is sponsored by the Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania in partnership with Taps for Veterans in the Gettysburg National Military Park. I would now like to introduce the President of the Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania, the Reverend Stephen Herr.
Good evening, my name is Steve Herr, and I serve as President of the Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania. And on behalf of the Lincoln Fellowship, thank you for tuning in to 100 Nights of Taps, Gettysburg 2020. The Lincoln Fellowship was founded in 1938 as an organization to remember Abraham Lincoln, honor his memory, and also his Gettysburg Address. I'm standing here next to the return visit statue placed on Lincoln Square here in Gettysburg in 1991 by the Fellowship. And on behalf of the Fellowship, we look forward to the time when you can return to Gettysburg to visit the Gettysburg National Cemetery and take in one of our 100 Nights of Taps programs in immersion. We hope that you will join us virtually until then, and also visit our webpage at www.lincolnfellowship.org to learn more about the Fellowship, its Dedication Day program, and 100 Nights of Taps. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce Ken Keim, archivist and board member of the Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania.
The Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania wishes to extend to our active duty military personnel, men and women, and to all veterans of our armed forces, a sincere thank you for your service.
I am honored to introduce tonight's bugler, Michelle Murray-Poczobut from Monroe, New York. Michelle has been playing the trumpet for over 30 years. She graduated from Castleton University with a bachelor's degree in music and nursing. She worked as an RN for 20 years while enjoying music on a part-time basis. As her time as an RN, she worked at the San Antonio Military Medical Center caring for wounded warriors. As a Department of Defense Army civilian, she cared for warriors that sustained amputations as a result of injuries during the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Her father was a Vietnam veteran that died of cancer as a result of exposure to Agent Orange. During the planning of her father's funeral, she learned of the electronic bugle, and she knew she had to sound live taps, no matter how hard it would be. Michelle took out her horn and did the most difficult sounding of her life for her own father. The importance and meaning of the live taps stuck with her. While working as a nurse in San Antonio, Texas, she sustained a back injury that ended her nursing career. She medically retired from civil service and moved from Texas to New York. She then started sounding taps in her community in New York. Today would have been her father's 70th birthday. Next month marks the 8th anniversary of her father's death. Sounding taps even led to being invited to play the national anthem at a Yankee baseball game last year on Armed Forces Day. She proudly wore her dad's dog tags, honoring his memory and his service. She passionately believes all veterans deserve live taps and will keep sounding as long as the good Lord gives her breath. We meet here in Gettysburg National Cemetery so that we shall never forget our brave American veterans. And we remain steadfast in our dedication to the great unfinished work which those who fought here, as well as in many foreign lands, so nobly advanced. And we honor that they gave the last full measure of devotion so that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth.